everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to make these Jolly Rancher lip balms. We got 3 today. We're going to start with cotton candy and then watermelon, and then we're going to finish off with a rainbow one. Okay, so beginning with our cotton candy lip balm, and when you guys make lip balm from scratch, you're going to use beeswax and coconut oil, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio, which means if you use 1 tablespoon of coconut, use 1 tablespoon of beeswax as well. Next, you're going to put a couple of drops of vitamin E in there, and this is totally optional, you guys, but vitamin E does help protect your lips. So again, if you're going to make this, it's definitely something you want to think about. Okay, so moving on to the best part, we're going to add Jolly Ranchers. So you'll notice that the Jolly Ranchers don't quite melt in with the lip balm, so it's going to be more of like a soaking solution. So we're trying to absorb all that delicious flavor and taste of the lip balm. You won't actually have, chunks of Jolly Rancher in your lip balm or anything like that. It'll just be the nice flavor and probably taste of the Jolly Rancher. Moving on to color. Now this is more of like a lip gloss, so it will show the color in the lip balm, but it might not, make that big of a difference on your skin, but it will show a little bit. So if you want to use more, it will definitely show more, and if you want to use something else like food coloring or something, that's an option too. Okay, and this is our EOS container. This is where our lip balm is going to go. For those who have never seen lip balm containers such as these, they're called EOS, Evolution of Smooth, and they come in 3 parts, and you can carefully take them apart, and you use the lid, the top part, to make the shape of your lip balm, so you kind of want to do everything upside down a little bit, and obviously I'll show you how it works. So I melted my ingredients for about 20 seconds. Like I said before, the Jolly Rancher won't melt, so you just want to stir it up a bit, make sure you get all your color if it was on the side of the dish, and then when you're ready, put it into our EOS container. Now, the one that I'm making is cotton candy, so what I did is I put the lid in the freezer so it's cold, and I'm going to use a syringe, and I'm going to sort of blot it around to make little sort of cloud-like creations. And then you're going to do the same with the blue. So after I'm done with the pink, I'm going to put it in the freezer to ensure that it's cold again, and then I'm going to melt my blue Jolly Rancher and put some drizzles on it as well, and then I'm going to freeze that, the lid that is, and then I'm going to keep alternating so that you sort of get this sort of cotton candy swirl effect. Okay, so I put the lid in the freezer and I melted my blue Jolly Rancher, and I'm just mixing it up with the makeup that I put in here, and it's going to give us a nice glittery blue, and again the flavor and the little bit of smell of the Jolly Rancher. So again, like I mentioned before, I'm going to take my syringe and just make some little blotches to make the cotton candy effect. Taking your lid back out of the freezer after the blue, you're going to now alternate between your pink and your blue just to get that layer effect. And if you swirl it around like I am doing, it is quite cold, the lid, so it's going to solidify quite easily, and that's what makes this technique very simple to do. While you're doing this process, which can be a little bit time consuming depending on how perfect you want it to be, you'll notice that maybe your lip balm hardens while it's in the bowl, so just put it back in the microwave for 5 to 10 seconds and it should be fine. Once you're done the sort of lid part, you want to put the middle piece on, and then just pour in whatever you have left. Then put it in the fridge for maybe 20 minutes and you should be good, and then slowly screw off the lid. Now this one, because there is sort of blotches of lip balm, the pieces might come loose. You want to make sure that it's 100% sealed, or hard I should say, before you take it off. But that is the end product, and it looks pretty neat. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to slice it open so you guys can see what it looks like inside. Okay, I think that looks pretty cool. You can see the layers that I implemented. So it goes pink, blue, and that's what made me think this kind of looked like cotton candy. So I'm pretty happy about it. And again, these are the Jolly Rancher induced lip balm. So you got your blue raspberry as well as your cherry to create this sort of cotton candy look. I'm very happy with this. Okay, moving on to our watermelon lip balm. So we're going to start with the skin of the watermelon, which is the green color. So we're going to take half a teaspoon of the beeswax as well as the coconut oil. And as you can see, the beeswax, I actually grated it. I have a big block, so I just used the grater and it works out perfectly. I'm going to use the green apple Jolly Rancher because it's green. And here I am scooping some. I'm going to start with my glitter. Get a little bit of shine, glitter, and then whatever other green I have, I'm trying to make it as vibrant as I can. And just remember, you can use food coloring as well. Just adding a couple of drops of my vitamin E, and we should be ready to go for the first layer. So here's my EOS container, and just remember to put the lid in the freezer so that when you pour or squirt through your syringe, however you're going to do it, it sticks really good. So that was in the microwave maybe for 15 seconds, and here I am using my syringe again and just carefully drizzling over the lid. And you don't want to make the first coat too thin, or else you might be able to see the next color through it, or else when you take off the lid even it might crack. So just make sure that you guys have a nice thick coat. So while my lid is in the freezer with the green, we're going to make the next layer, which is the white. So in between the delicious fruit of the watermelon and the skin. So this is pretty simple. You just, again, use half a teaspoon of coconut oil and beeswax. Put your vitamin E in. No Jolly Ranchers for this. And then you just melt it away. So same technique as always, use the syringe, and just remember that the lid has been frozen so that the liquid lip balm sticks to it quite easily. So remember to put your lid back in the freezer, and in this case I'm using whatever I had left over from that layer, as obviously there is no color, so I can just add 1 tablespoon of coconut oil and beeswax, and I can move on to making the pink part of the watermelon. So to make the watermelon look a little bit more realistic, I'm going to take this black crayon and just slice off little bits and try to make these little bits look like watermelon seeds. And I'm going to add that into the watermelon part when I pour it in. So you'll see how I sort of layer it, put some seeds on, and then layer it. Okay, so stirring that all up, and I'm just adding more color here because I want the color to be a little bit more intense. So if you ever find that it's not the color that you want and you're using something like eyeshadow here, you can always add it in afterwards. It's not a problem. Okay, when you're done with your seeds, put the middle piece on and then pour a little bit more of the pink stuff in there. After that, put it in the fridge or freezer until you know that it's hard, and just make sure that you're careful taking off the lid, and then you have a delicious Jolly Rancher watermelon lip balm. Okay, let's cut this open and see what our watermelon looks like. And on to our last one, which is the Jolly Rancher Rainbow EOS. So we're going to start with purple as our outside layer, and same steps as the previous videos, which is equal parts coconut oil, equal parts beeswax, and then add the color of your choice to accentuate the Jolly Rancher flavor. So we're going to do purple, and then we're going to do all the other Jolly Rancher flavors, and you'll see the end result when I slice this one open. Okay, once it's complete, just make sure it cools off in the fridge until it's hard, and then snap on the bottom of your EOS, and then slowly take off the lid to make sure, just in case it is stuck, and you got your Rainbow Jolly Rancher EOS. So, it doesn't look like much now, but wait till you see how it looks once I cut it open. And there's our Rainbow EOS. Hope you guys like it. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you guys do so. We'll be posting many more videos. And finally, make sure that you guys leave a comment letting us know which EOS you like the best. Thanks!